everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I'm Patti, and on Mondays I make gnomes, characters, and animals. And today I'm going to share with you this super cute little witch. I'm going to show you how to make her little curly hair. You won't believe what her dress is made out of. If you want to know how to make this little gal, stick around. I'll show you how. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to start with a 1/4 inch by 6 inch dowel stick, and I sharpen both ends. And then I'm taking 2 corks, and I'm just going to run my stick through those to open it up so I can put my stick inside of it. I'm cutting my stick off at 1 inch right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick the pointy side down into this cork, and then I'm going to go ahead and sharpen the other one so that I can put these together with the blunt end of the other stick. So go ahead and push it as far down in there as you can, and then make sure that they do go together. And then I'm going to cut them off until they are about the size of that clothespin, because we are going to put the clothespins on these and we don't want the cork to show over the top. So it's about 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to use some E6000 glue to glue these two together. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and separate my clothespins, and I used quite a few on these, but I'm just going to, I don't know exactly how many I did, but once you start going and wrapping it around there, you'll see how many you need. And I'm just going to put some hot glue on these, and I'm just going to glue it to the sides. I'm going to go all the way around them. Now you are going to have some gaps, but we're going to do a second layer, and then I'm going to show you here in a minute how we're going to close up those gaps. Okay, and as you're gluing these on, you want to make sure that that clothespin does go all the way to the bottom. Just get them as close together as you can, and then the last one should fit right in there. Okay, then for the second layer, we're going to overlap the gaps between those other clothespins. And just get them as close together as you can. And then make sure that that line that's down in the center of those clothespins lines up with the rest of the clothespins. And you can get a pretty good size pack of clothespins at Dollar Tree, enough to make several of these. Okay, next, to close up those openings, we're just going to use some barbecue skewers, and I'm just going to cut them to length. So they're about 2 7/8 inches in length. And we're just going to glue them in between each one of those little openings. Some of them will go inset on there, and some of them will be almost inset. They're a little bit different in the way that they went in. But when you get done, they all look pretty similar. And they just go all the way around till you have all of those closed in. Okay, next I'm just going to attach a wooden disc to them. It's a 2-inch piece of wood, and I'm just going to glue it right on top. And then I'm just going to take a 1/4 inch drill bit and drill right through the center of this. That way I can put my stick down in there. Okay, next I'm just going to go ahead and do a 1/4 inch drill bit through some corks, and I'll give you the overall length of everything here in a little bit. I've got a little short cork and a little long cork, but I'll show you here in a minute all put together how long it was. And then I'm using a 1.5 inch dowel head, and I'm having to drill the hole a little bit bigger for the stick. Now go ahead and take a sharpened dowel stick and cut it at 3.5 inches in length. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my cork on it, and then I'll give you the measurement here in a minute. Okay, but put your dowel head flush right up to the top, and then push all the corks right up to the very top of that. And then kind of turn your corks until they're even. And then I'm going to spray paint the skirt part with a satin black Rust-Oleum paint. Okay, so the cork section here is 1 3/4 inches. The pointy end of that is 1 1/4 inch, and then on the side where the dowel head goes, it's 1/2 inch. The hat, I've given you the pattern in the description below. Now you could have folded that over just to where it goes over that sliced area. So you can go right past that little triangle and just go ahead and glue that one in first, and then we're going to go ahead and glue it up. Now don't worry so much about getting glue on the outside, because we are going to paint this. It was just a little bit little to handle and glue at the same time. So you are going to get a little bit of glue on the outside, but don't worry about it because we are going to paint it. Just make sure it gets straight, and then go ahead and put the round part over the top of it, pull it all the way down, and then we're just going to spot glue that in as well. Just kind of get it as close to the edge as you can, and then just pull it back a little bit and just spot glue it a little bit. And then we're going to paint it with some Krylon Fusion matte black paint. Okay, for the top part of her dress, I'm taking a 3 1/4 inch by 3 inch piece of fabric, and I'm going to go ahead and hem up the bottom and the top. And then I'm going to also hem up one of the short sides. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and glue my cork into this, and then roll it around to the opposite side where the finished hem is, and then just glue that off. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue my stick into my skirt area. Just put a little bit of glue inside there. And then I'm going to glue my head onto top of this. I got this broom at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut it short. Just kind of measure up there and see exactly how long you want yours. I cut off quite a bit off of mine, and then I'm going to cut the handle short as well. Just want it long enough to be able to put in her hand and it touch the ground. Okay, next I'm going to take a piece of netting. It measures 10 inches tall by 12 inches wide, and I'm going to fold it up to where it's only about a 1/2 inch wide. And I'm going to pin it down the front part of it so that I can go ahead and sew it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put some casing on here, and then I'm going to gather it up. This is just going to be for the top part of her skirt. I'm just going to kind of go in and out every about 1/4 inch all the way down, and then I'm going to draw it up and I'm going to wrap it around her skirt. And then just kind of gather it all up, and then we're going to evenly gather it after we get it tied on. So just go right around the edge of there and just tie that off in a knot. And then we'll straighten it up here in a second. Just kind of evenly space it around her, and then we're going to glue it down to the top part of her skirt. Just kind of put a little bit of glue, don't put too much, just enough to hold it in place. Okay, then to close all that off, I'm just going to take a ribbon and put it right around her waist and then tie a bow off in it. And if you're wondering what that black mark is on her head, I actually tried the hat on while the paint was still wet, and that's why I have a mark on her head. So let your hat dry before you put it on her head. And then just cut those ends off. Okay, and then that division on those clothespins, I'm just putting the black ribbon right around the center of it, just to kind of seal those off so you don't see them. Okay, for the arms, I'm taking two 2-inch sharpened dowel sticks, and I'm going to go ahead and take my knife and poke a hole into the cork on both sides to put those arms in. Just kind of twist them in there, and then we're going to do the same thing with the other side just to make sure that they go good. And the arms are going to just stick straight out. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut off the tip now because I want them to be a little bit farther in there. I'm just cutting off the point part. And then I'm going to take a 10mm bead and attach it to the end of both blunt ends. Okay, for the sleeves, I'm taking a 2 1/4 by 2 inch piece of fabric, and I'm going to hem up the short end and the long end. And the 2 1/4 inch length, that's the one that the arm is going to go straight into. And then on the end that has the little bead, that's the one that's going to go up to the hemmed edge. Just going to go ahead and glue that in. Kind of inside the shirt a little bit, inside the sleeve a little bit, and just roll that up and glue that off. The opposite end we're not going to glue because we're going to glue it to the body, and then we're going to cover it with some little ruffles. Just roll that up and then glue that down. And then do the same thing for both arms. Okay, next I'm going to put a little bit of E6000 glue on the tip and a little bit of hot glue, and I'm just going to go ahead and push it on. Now, the fabric is going to open up as you're pushing it on, but that's fine because we're just going to cover it up. And we're going to use the fabric as it flares out. When you push that in there, we're going to use that fabric to hold it to the body itself. So we're just going to kind of bend that back a little bit and glue it in. Okay, for the ruffles for the sleeve, I'm taking a 4 1/2 by 4 inch piece of netting, and I'm rolling it up on the 4 1/2 inch side till it's about a 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to gather it just like I did the one for the skirt. So you just kind of want to go in and out on about a 1/4 inch all the way around, and we're going to gather it up around the sleeve, and that's what's going to cover up that part of the sleeve that we glued to the body. And if you didn't want to sew this, you could actually put just a ribbon around the arm, but I just kind of thought it tied together pretty well with the little petticoat on top. Just gather it up pretty tight, and then we're going to wrap it around the arm. And then I'm going to tie it off, and then I'm going to put a little glue on there to hold it in place. And then you're going to do the same thing for the other arm. Okay, for the hair, I'm taking a 2 3/4 inch piece of wood, and you can use cardboard or whatever you want to. And I'm just taking some just regular yarn, and I'm going to wrap it around 33 times. And then I'm going to pull it off of there, and then I'm just going to cut down one side. You want it a little bit longer than you're going to end with because you are going to want to trim it even. Just try to keep it together as you're taking it off of there. And then we're just going to cut down one side. Then I'm going to start separating it. I'm going to start separating it in two. So you can kind of untwist it a little bit because there's 4 strands to this one. And I'm just dividing it into 2 pieces. And that'll give the curly hair look. And keep doing that till you have all of yours done. Okay, then I'm going to start taking it in little bundles, and I'm just going to glue it to her head. And you can make her hair as full or as loose as you want, but if you want it a lot fuller, you may have to make the hat just a little bit bigger. Kind of get the back pretty full, and then start filling in the sides. I'm overlapping a little bit on both sides just to give it a little bit more fullness on the sides. And then I'm going to come over the top and I'm going to overlap on the top to kind of give her like bangs. And then go ahead and give it a little bit of a haircut, and then we're going to give it a bigger haircut here in a minute. Just kind of even out all the ends. Okay, then I'm going to draw 2 little circles on her eyes. I'm going to do it with a pencil first, and I'm going to go back in with a marker. Now, I went back in a little bit later off camera, and I made the eyes just a little bit fuller. They did look a lot better, a little bit fuller. So if you see the picture that I have at the end, you'll see. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the top part of the hat and just glue it right on top. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and attach the broom. I'm going to attach it to her hand, and then I'm going to attach it to her skirt as well. Just right down at the bottom. Then for her wand, I'm just going to paint a bamboo skewer with some Waverly Antique Wax. Cut it off about 1.25 inches, and then go ahead and paint the bottom tip as well. Once it's dry, we're just going to go ahead and attach it right to her hand. All right, look how super cute she looks. Okay, this was a pretty simple project. She's not a gnome. If you don't want to add the eyes, you can add a nose in place of the eyes. But I think she turned out really cute. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, and be sure and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when I have another video upload. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it.